Okay. Good. Nothing scientific behind it. No crazy machines, just basic movements, barbells, dumbbells. That's it. Good morning, guys, from Columbus, Ohio. This is day number 3. And I woke up at 6 in the morning. Now it is 7. I've just finished a little cardio session because I felt so stiff from yesterday standing around and everything. I did not make it to the gym at night, so I only trained once yesterday. I'm gonna make up for this today. I'm getting the day started. Had a liter of water, of course, rehydrate, and now I'm drinking a little bit of this pure leaf black tea, unsweetened. Like I said, I'm still in the exercise room now, and I'm going to check out the breakfast buffet. Although, I gotta be honest, I have prepped my own breakfast again, which is going to be egg whites, 20 egg whites, actually 21 egg whites, and 125 grams of carbs from oats. But I might steal something from the buffet. Maybe a bagel with a little cream cheese and whatever else they got there. So let's head down to the breakfast buffet and I'll take you guys with me. Okay, so this is the breakfast buffet. We're starting out over here. Juice machine. Plus we got milk. Cereal. Apple Jacks, the one Chris Cormier talked about yesterday. I know he is into them. Oatmeal, of course. Fruit.
Roman, what's up?
Hey,
nice
man.
to meet you. Pleasure.
What's your name?
Connor.
Connor?
Yeah.
What are you here for?
Here for the Arnold, man. Here to see the shows, the expo. It's train hard. It's just a good time. So first one ever. So I'm really excited.
First one ever?
Yeah, man. Pleasure to meet you.
Man. Pleasure to meet you too.
Content. Yeah.
Now you're on my YouTube.
Yeah. Best of luck to you, man.
Best of luck to you. Thank you. After you, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, that's the last one.
It's yours.
No, I'm just scrambled eggs. What else we got over here? Beef patties. Cheese, greens, salsa.
Just so I can get to warm up. No, you're good. It's fine.
And this is actually awesome. This is a waffle machine. And everyone's Life Fuel coffee. Okay, we're down at the breakfast buffet with Jordan and Mr. Matt Jensen. And this is what I'm getting. Actually, so of course the clean food first. Yep. And then we're adding a little, how do you say it? Like a little dessert on top of it. 2 cinnamon raisin bagels with cream cheese and honey, cream cheese and peanut butter, recommended by, yeah, and pure peanut butter. Actually, I have to be at the gym at 9 o'clock. I hope I'm gonna be able to finish all this. If not, I'm gonna do takeout. And so, let's get to it. Best part of the day coming up. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. We're going into Powerhouse. I'm gonna train some back, biceps. Oh, thank you. Good morning. Hi. See who's here. Hey man, how you doing? Yep. I'm giving the audience the grand tour. Fritz. My name is Fritz.
Oh, sorry. I got you guys mixed up.
What are your name? What's your name?
Zach Schwacker.
Hey,
from,
you're on my
Wisconsin.
YouTube now.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
I'm just here for Arnold. Check out all the amazing athletes.
Just like a tourist style?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Cool.
an 8-hour drive, but it's totally worth it. I mean, the experience is incredible.
Good to meet you, man.
Yeah.
It's my pleasure.
I follow you on Instagram. You're
Thanks.
incredible.
If you want to take a picture or something later, just hit me up, okay?
Yeah, we'll do. Sorry
Cool.
about it.
No, don't worry. We got photo shoots going on. Pretty ladies working out. What's up, guys?
What's up? How are you? What's up, man?
There, people are getting busy on the cardio. Thanks for the shirt, Fuad. Awesome, brother. We're back at Powerhouse, training back. This time we're gonna focus on more thickness movements. Regardless, as I already discussed back in episode 11, so you can go back and watch this episode, I start out every training session with calves and my special banded chin-ups to warm up the upper body and get calves out of the way. So if you got a calf problem out there, calves, at least one heavy exercise every day for a couple years straight, and your calves will grow too. I promise you. That being said, a little pro tip on the side. If you're at the Arnold and you want to train at Powerhouse, the best time to go and train is right when the expo starts, because that's when all the people working the expo are gone and the second wave of the crowd isn't in yet. So I think 9 o'clock is when the expo starts. That's when you have to go train, and that's when the gym is the least crowded. However, it'll be pretty crowded anyway, as you can see in the video. Being a big fan of Dorian Yates, whenever I get the chance to, I like to pre-exhaust my lats doing a machine pullover. Nautilus or Hammer Strength have awesome models that really isolate the lat muscles. Sometimes, like this gym, they don't have a pullover machine and I still want to pre-exhaust my back. That's when I pair up cable lat pull downs or push downs and dumbbell pullovers lying straight on a bench. The cable lat push downs focus on the contraction of the pullover movement, and the dumbbell pullovers, as you can see, focus on the stretch part of the pullover movement. So normally the machine would cover all 180 degrees of this movement, and to compensate or to imitate that, I'm doing, like I said, the cable push downs paired up, supersetted with the dumbbell pullovers. And it pretty much gets the job done. Not as good as the pullover machine, but I'm making it work anyway, like this. 5 sets of this pullover superset, and then it's on to underhand grip pull downs on a Hammer Strength machine. The gym I work out at has a plate loaded version, and this one has the pin loaded one. To be honest, I gotta say I like the pin loaded machine better. The tension is more continuous, whereas with the plates it kind of fades a little bit with the strength curve. And if I was a gym owner and I was to pick between plate loaded and pin loaded Hammer Strength machines, in this case I would use pick the pin loaded one. Then we're getting to the first rowing movement, one arm dumbbell rows. And as you can see, the way I'm doing it here has literally a little twist to it, because as I'm pulling the weight towards my hip, I rotate the dumbbell so that I almost end up having an underhand grip as the dumbbell touches the side of my body, and therefore I really feel a deep contraction in my lower lats, and that's where I have a pretty obvious weakness. My whole back is my weakest body part, but especially the lower lats, the insertions need to really be worked on in order to be competitive on stage next time. Altogether, I'm doing 3 rowing movements. Next on the list, therefore, is the barbell row, choosing an overhand grip. And number 3 is the T-bar row with a parallel close grip. I can't really tell you anything fancy about these exercises. I just make sure I pick a weight that allows me to control the movement without bouncing around, and also allows me to get good contractions. Okay Leute, Power Rack, Kreuzheben. Ganz wichtig hier, dass auf jeder Seite die gleichen Scheiben sind. Ja, also wir haben hier Gummi, Metall. Auf der anderen Seite genau das gleiche für die Neurose. Und ich mache 5x5. Einen Satz mache ich jetzt und da muss ich unbedingt pissen gehen, weil ich kann kein Kreuzheben machen, wenn meine Blase irgendwie voll ist, wenn ich so Druck hier unten habe, weil ich immer Angst habe. Ich hatte nämlich schon einen Bauchnabelbruch und einen Leistenbruch. Und wenn hier unten so Druck ist und ich mache Kreuzheben oder Kniebeugen oder sonst irgendwas, dann fühlt sich das einfach komisch an. Ja? Und deswegen mache ich jetzt einen Satz. Jetzt geht's noch, aber so in 10, 20 Minuten muss ich voll pissen und deswegen kann ich dann kein Kreuzheben machen. Also erster Satz für euch Leute, 5 Dinger. Yep, go. After power rack deadlifts are completed, I'm finishing off the workouts quick with rear delt flies, and as I was sitting on the machine I got a little bored, so I turned around and created a little superset with pec deck chest flies. That really wasn't planned, but to be honest, like I said in a previous video also, I hate sitting around at the gym wasting time, so I figured, well, a chest pump can never hurt, And that's honestly why I've done that. Okay, we are approaching the expos. We're going down the escalators, the famous escalators, and the expo entrance is right over there. Sir.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Oh yeah, of course.
Awesome. Bring the nasty condition.
Would you do a little interview for a German bodybuilding media site?
Absolutely, bro.
Oh, cool.
For sure.
It's called Body Extreme.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a quick introduction in German, and then
I'll understand it.
ja.
He's like, you're not, no, you're not.
Okay, wir sind hier auf der Expo. Den ersten, den wir ausgegraben haben aus der Menge, ist Seth Ferrosi, der zurück unter den Lebenden ist. Seth, good to have you back with us.
Thank you.
Okay, we really missed you. So how long have you been on vacation?
I was on vacation for about 2.5 years. I came back about a year ago, but the 2.5 years that I disappeared for was like a vacation. Get my shit right. Had to get the head right. Yeah.
Okay. So you talked about why and all that stuff. You took off, so we're not gonna go into that again. Yeah. And you know, with Blackstone Labs, with Aaron, with PJ, yeah. And how's that working out for you?
It's great. When I came back into the industry to do this, my goal was to come back as myself, like just be me, and that's kind of, you know, the bearded redneck from Western PA. Yeah. You know, and it's about being a down-home good dude from. That's where I'm from. It's a blue-collar area, a lot of hard-working blue-collar jobs, and like whenever I came back, that's what I wanted to do. But to come back and be with a company that's kind of the same mentality, edgy. And whenever these guys started a company, whenever Aaron and PJ started it, they kind of started it as like, we're going to do it our way, and we're going to do it how we want and what we believe. And that's really why I was like, I kind of want to work with these guys, because it was the same mentality. Yeah. And that's how it's been. That's why it's been such a good relationship, because they were like, no, you do you, and we do us, and we work together. And I'm like, That's a plan. That's the best scenario you could have really painted, and that's what it is.
Yeah, obviously. And you got your own company running. That's All American Roughneck, right?
Correct, yes.
And that's just clothing.
Yep.
And what is that all about?
So again, when I came back, I just wanted it to be. I wanted to have that blue collar, all American feel. And whenever I say that, like we do orders to Germany, which we do orders everywhere for All American Roughneck, and it kind of blew my mind at first. But then I'm like, no, what I preach is being a member of your community. Like being a hardworking member of your community, like people that, just being a down-home good guy, being part of your kid's soccer team, being a part of your kid's baseball team, just being a part of your surrounding and having a positive influence on it. Like the red line shirt we came, which is for all the firefighters. The blue line shirt that we have for all of the police officers, the military shirts. It's all about the hardworking people in your community. And that's what I support. And I mean, we've had wild success because it's just being a good dude. That's all it is, being a good guy.
So it's working well for you?
It is becoming something bigger than I ever could have imagined.
Awesome, man. Congratulations on that. Cool.
Thank you.
And you ship to Europe too?
Yep, we ship worldwide. And again, that's what just continues to blow my mind. But it reiterates to me that people in all countries throughout the world have that same mentality, have that hardworking feel in their head, their local communities, and I couldn't be more happy. And that's something that Bob and I, my video guy, we talk about of how to make it even bigger on a worldwide scale, because we have found out that many people throughout the world think just like we do.
So what's the website?
AllAmericanRoughneck.com.
Okay.
And if you,
excuse me? He's asking if you can, for a top.
well,
Yeah.
we can make that happen.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Also Leute, wenn ihr was bestellen wollt und wenn ihr die gleiche Mentality habt, wie er gerade gesagt hat, allamericanroughneck.com. Eine Sache will ich noch wissen. What's next for Seth Feroce?
Not
Bodybuilding wise.
Not quite sure yet. We're having a lot of fun with this. We do a lot of stuff on YouTube. And that's kind of where we're at next is how to make everything that we're doing better. And that meathead mentality of me is like, when are we competing? When are we competing? And I'm like, okay, but I'm having a lot of fun with this, but you'll maybe in the summer.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
Because the Olympia's in the fall.
Yeah.
So maybe in the summer.
Or maybe we meet in Tampa.
Oh, I'm 212. I'm not hanging with you, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little guy. You're out of my league.
And he has got a YouTube channel too. All I'm gonna say is chicken and rice, motherfuckers. And
That's right. That's right, bro. Chicken and rice, motherfuckers. It worked. It's a very simple plan. Very simple.
awesome interview. Thanks, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
On to the next one.
Hold on a second.
Oh, he's gonna love that.
Thank you, guys. Awesome. For Christian, this is you for you, brother. Thanks for sharing all the videos. Fucking A.
Okay, Leute. Nummer 2 heute, Cody Montgomery. I think you are still the youngest pro competing at this moment, right?
I'm not sure if that's 100% true. I'm 22 now. So
I can't think of anyone else who's won a pro card lately.
Chris Bumford, or is he Bumstead? Is he younger than me? Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. I don't know if I am. I just don't want to give anybody else.
Okay, but he's pretty young, and he makes me feel old. I'm 28, man. And Blackstone Labs. How long have you been with Blackstone Lab?
I've been with them for 2.5 years.
2.5 years. So you've been with them since they started, almost, right?
They started in 2012. I signed with them in right around 2015. like
They've been around that long. Didn't even notice that. Okay.
they've been around 5 years now. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know that. So, and you won your pro card. When was that?
I won it at the USA's in July of 2015. I was 20 years old.
That was awesome, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
I saw that. And you competed at the Arnold Classic last year, right? That was your first pro show, which is a pretty bold, move. How did that feel?
Man, like it was an incredible experience to do the Arnold. Growing up, watching people like Jay and Dexter and all these guys, it was like the Olympia and there was the Arnold. It was the two shows. So the second I heard that I would be possibly put on the list if I wanted to be, if I wanted to compete. At the time my mind's still blown that I'm a pro, let alone about to do the Arnold Classic. So I was kind of in like a world dream, I guess, for a few months, getting ready for the show. I mean, of course, prep's hard and everything, but it was like not really. I'm getting ready for the Arnold. It wasn't like I was getting ready for, I don't know. It was just, it was easier kind of getting ready and things, but of course I was stressing myself out. Of course, as an amateur, I never lost. Never. I started competing when I was 15. I did a show every single year for the last, 6 years. So it was obviously, I got 10th at the Arnold, and it was a very learning experience just because I had never lost. Now looking back on it a year later, I can talk about it and tell you guys that it made me a better person. If you had maybe asked me a few months ago or, right after it happened, it definitely hurt me. But I think it made me, break down and kind of grow for the future just because I had never gone through the adversity of going onto a show and coming up short of my goal. So it was a little bit of a reality check. Of course, competing against guys like Kai Green and Cedric McMillan and, number of other guys that I've been watching for years. It's honestly just incredible to be up on stage with them and a moment that I will never forget, but I want to redeem myself one day. It just makes me hungrier for the future, definitely. But like I said, it definitely made me break down and it made me kind of humble myself. And I'm ready to work very hard for the future for my next show.
I mean, that's what bodybuilding is all about, right? That's what breaking shit down and then building it back up better, right? And you talked about redemption. When is that going to take place?
I'm not sure. I guess this will be my public service. No, just kidding. I'm actually going to become a father in July.
Wow!
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Actually, you're the second person to reveal this to us. Yesterday, Matt Jensen said,
"Oh wow!
Yeah,
really?
they're
that's
pregnant."
One of my good friends. So that's actually I didn't know that. So Matt, congratulations, and we're gonna have a kid at the same time. That's really cool. That's really but yeah. So I'm a little bit. My focus has changed, I guess. Obviously, I'm very hungry to get back on stage, but my first priority is my girlfriend and making sure she is okay.
Yeah, of course. Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
Boy?
She's actually right here. Maybe I can get her.
That's her. That's the missus. Hi.
Yes.
Hello.
What is your name?
Lindsay.
Congratulations again. Oh man.
Yes. So this is my girlfriend Lindsay, and we are going to be having a son in July.
That is so awesome, man. Really happy for you guys. Thanks.
Sorry, I brought her into the interview, but to go back to the question.
Redemption. Yeah, that's what we
later this year. But I'm not 100% sure because there is so many variables. I've never been a father. I don't know what it's going to entail. I know that I'll probably not be sleeping as much and things like that. So at the same time, I'm a realist. I'm not going to get on stage and just force myself to get on stage. I'm sure you're the same way.
Yeah.
I want to feel like, okay, I'm on a really good stride right now. I feel really good. I'm maybe looking my best. I don't want to just show up. I want to really feel like, okay, I'm doing this for a reason. And now, especially with a son in my future, my reasoning has increased dramatically. So next time I do get on stage, I want to really, really do well, not just for myself, but now for my family. So it's a different kind of feeling, and hopefully I'll be on stage, I would say by the end of 2017. I just don't know when.
Absolutely, man. I'm doing Tampa, so we might maybe meet in August again, backstage.
Could be.
And you got the clothing line over here?
Yes. So this is my personal brand, Team Montgomery. We'll get our shirt up here.
Montgomery. What's the website?
What's the
website?
Website is Cody-Montgomery.com. It's my personal website. This is basically my brand that I push. You know, for me, bodybuilding has brought a lot of positivity and a lot of structure to my life. And that's really what I want to share with others through Team Montgomery, is just spreading positivity, spreading the idea that if you really have a dream and you believe in yourself, that you can go after it and you can accomplish whatever it is in life that you guys want. And like this weekend, I'm dropping this shirt. This means a lot to me. It says, "The harder you work, the luckier you become." And
absolutely, yeah.
Hashtag make your own luck on the back, because in life, really, I think you have to make your own luck. No one's gonna. People maybe look at this athlete or this famous person and say, "Oh, they're so lucky," but they don't really know what it takes to get somewhere. And everyone has to put in the work, and everyone is grinding. So respect it, for sure.
And you ship worldwide?
Worldwide, man. So Germany.
Put in your orders, guys. Bestellen. Okay.
I appreciate that.
Cody, thank you so much for the interview. It was a pleasure meeting you for the first time, actually. Yeah. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
And good luck with whatever the future brings you.
Thank you. I wish you the best in August in Tampa.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you there.
Hey, I appreciate that.
How about you?
Living the dream. Living the dream.
Oh.
Selling supplements and sweatshirts.
Aaron here and everybody?
Aaron was here, but Aaron, he bounces around and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I'm here with a German bodybuilding magazine.
What's it called?
Body Extreme.
Okay.
We're just, walking around, interviewing people. Alles klar, wir sind am Stand von Dynamic Muscle. Das ist Kai Greens Supplement-Firma. Und der Kopf der Operation hinter den Kulissen ist mein guter Freund Matt Meinrod.
Yes,
Matt,
sir.
how are you doing, man?
I'm doing very well, Roman. Thank you, man. Thank you. I feel like we've been doing this show together for years.
Matt besitzt die Seite projectbodybuilding.com und er hat auch eine Radiosendung, die heißt All Bull Radio, zusammen mit IFB Pro Ron Partlow. Ron, what's up?
What's up, Ron? We miss you.
So, projectbodybuilding.com. How did you come up with it? What was the idea behind it?
I was working for Aaron Singerman at Blackstone Labs, and we were doing content and media, and he wanted to go away from that and just do, which is surprising because they're so content media heavy. This is a couple years ago, and they decided they wanted to just focus on selling supplements, building the business, building the brand, and that kind of left me on the outside of moving away from content, which again is surprising, but that was the decision they made. So it was up to me to decide if I wanted to go against the big boys like Muscular Development, RX Muscle, and those guys. And I said, you know what? If I have the time to put into it, I can do as good as they can. And it's really just a matter of time in the day, energy, content, putting out good stuff. So that's why I started it, and it's been up for 3 years, and it's one of the more popular sites. I wouldn't say it's number one, but it's popular. And it's got a forum, podcasts, videos, articles, so it's your full multimedia site.
It's funny, huh? All the successful people put in the most work. Yeah.
That's what happens. I mean, it is what happens, because at the end of the day, you see all the glitz and the glamour. We're behind a camera, or we're in front of a camera, we're at a booth, people know who we are, but it's the stuff that we're doing. They don't see that I'm in my hotel room till 1 o'clock doing sales for stores all across the country. And they don't see the little things, whether it's your training. They see you up on stage looking perfect. They don't see the days where you don't want to go to the gym, or only once instead of twice. They don't see that stuff. The pain in the butt of being a pro bodybuilder, they don't see. Or just being anybody that gets successful in life. In anything, it really is just sacrifice. You have to give something up, whether it's food to look like you, or sleep if you want to make money. Like, you have to give up stuff. So.
And also, what I always hear is people talk about, yeah, you still gotta have balance and balance this. If you want to be like superior in something, there is no balance, because you have to shift all the weight to this one thing, and you can't balance this with anything else.
I struggle with that daily. I really do. It's we're getting personal here. It probably cost me a marriage, because my ex-wife and myself, we put our businesses before each other, and that caused a lot of issues. So I think to be great, you do have to sacrifice, and you have to give up a lot, and you have to be selfish and all that stuff. The thing is still having a personal life and not losing that too, because you talk about balance, and I agree with you. Balance is for the average, but you're still a human being, You still have emotions, and you have to, like a cheat meal. You do it you tell yourself it's for your metabolism, but really it's for your mind, you know what I mean? So.
Absolutely agree. And since we're at the Arnold, by the way, still at the Arnold.
We still are.
What are your predictions for the show?
I'm going bold. I'll start at the top. I think Brandon Curry is going to take the show. Brandon Curry. Brandon Curry.
Okay.
I know that's bold. He's been with the guys in Kuwait.
Yeah.
He looks about 30 pounds heavier. If he can come in shape, if his legs are there, I think he could do damage.
You know what? Actually, you are the first person we've asked who has even said the name Brandon Curry.
They're not thinking about him. I really think they're sleeping on him. He released those pictures on social media. He looks huge. Good. Again, 30 pounds heavier. I think he looks like a little Phil Heath. Now, he's got to come in shape. If he's just big and soft, who cares? Now, with that in mind, our boy Dallas McCarver, he's going to be 290 pounds on stage, which is, that's a lot of muscle.
He looks like a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, well, Dexter Jackson's the Ninja Turtle.
But he looks like from like a animation 3D movie, right?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I work with him at the Redcon 1 offices. He's in there not every day, but a couple days a week, and he walks around with us, and he's in his tights, and he'll come in his T-shirt. The guy is never, first of all, never out of shape. He went from the Olympia to the Arnold, never got out of shape, and he's only gotten bigger. So he walks around every day about 310 pounds and the same body fat you're in right now. It's impressive. So I have him. He's in my top 3. Brandon Curry's in my top 3. And I like, who's the favorite? Who am I missing?
We got Cedric. We got
Cedric's a favorite, obviously, to win.
We got
Josh Lenardowitz. Is he in it?
He's out of the show.
He's out of the show.
Yeah. We got the new guy, Luke Sando.
From the UK. I like him a lot, but it's his first show.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
Yeah, exactly. We got Juan
Morel. Yeah, he's good. Are his legs ever going to match his upper? We'll see. But he's a threat, definitely a threat, and he's going to be big and hard. Who else?
And we got Fuad.
I heard now Fuad, didn't he hurt himself? Didn't he hurt something in his quad?
I talked to him yesterday. He said everything is looking good and he's right on track.
Good. Well, if that's the case, then he's a contender, because he's done more in the offseason the past 2 years than probably anybody outside of maybe Brandon Curry or Dallas. But yeah, you said Cedric. Cedric's going to be in the top 3.
And then there's one more black guy, Lionel Bayeki, if he is in shape.
What was the last show he did? He looked great.
Yeah. He looked great at the last show.
Whatever it was, he looked great. He came in hard. He came in shape. That's the thing with Lionel. I mean, he's got a great structure.
Yeah.
Great structure. But he's soft 9 out of 10 shows. So if he can come in hard and in shape, kind of like Brandon Curry,
exactly,
they're top 3. Yeah. But if they're not, they're going to be out of the second call-out, probably the third call-out. So that's how I see it going down. Who's in shape wins,
And we really need a couple of white guys in the top 6, right?
I'd love to see a few white guys up there. Let's go Dallas. Who else we got? Let's go Luke. Is Cody in it? No, Cody's not in it. Let's go Cutler. No, Cutler's. Let's go Wolf. We need more white guys. Thank you.
Man, Matt, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was an awesome interview.
Roman, we love you.
And we are on to the next one. Okay, wir sind hier mit Bodybuilding legend already.
Uh-oh.
I'm calling it, man.
Wow.
Kai, L Green, Mr. Getting It Done.
AKA what you say. How you doing?
Actually, to give people a little insight, I met Kai for the first time when he presented me my trophy when I won my pro card at the Amateur Mr. Olympia in Prague. Yeah, and that was an awesome moment. Thanks again for that. So
you've done a lot of growing since then.
A lot of eating too,
yes,
man.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
I did all the tilapia 9 times a day stuff that I saw in your videos.
9 times.
You said it.
Hey.
And so, what are you up to at the moment?
Well, right now we're promoting Dynamic Muscle. I'm very, very excited about, talking about the launch of our 9 supplemental products. This has been a journey of love that is coming to a really, really good point in time right now. We're excited to be here at the Arnold Classic for our 2nd year, promoting Dynamic Muscle, and this has been a very interesting journey, and just very, very excited to be able to have this company and products to share with a new generation, and just a wonderful experience it's been to work on this side of working on this side of the I don't know what you call it, this side of the desk, because another time I definitely wasn't the businessman or the owner of the company. I was an athlete. So I'm very thankful for the opportunity. Bodybuilding, has presented itself to be an amazing platform that's allowed us to step into the development of, the larger goal, of personal development here. So I'm getting a chance to see the businessman, come into fruition. I'm getting a chance to, with Generation Iron and GenerationIron.com, this weekend we're actually doing some commentating. So that's a very interesting and different thing for me to try my hand at. I'm actually hosting with Flex Wheeler, the legendary Flex Wheeler, which was definitely one of the most brilliant stars of the sport that happened to be when I was a prepubescent teenager. So to get a chance to do a project like this weekend is surreal. We also have gotten a chance to really help in our own way, to broaden the reach of the Arnold Classic. We've helped to promote the awareness of the Arnold Classic, and helped to promote it not only in this country but abroad. Last year we had a really good opportunity to represent the Arnold Classic in Australia. We didn't go to South Africa, but we did actually do the Australia and Brazil. So there was 3 continental expressions of the Arnold Classic reach last year that it was an honor to be a part of. And this year, getting a chance to come back to Columbus or in this capacity is truly an experience, and I'm just very thankful for it.
Awesome. So sounds like you're transitioning from the posing suit into the business suit, right?
That is very clever. Yes, you are absolutely right. We are in the midst of transitioning, but that's one of the beautiful things I think about this experience. Recognizing your power, mastering your own destiny, understanding that you are writing the book. Yep. You are, and with writing your own book, your own story, you're able to cast yourself, as you choose, so you can be the hero of your own story, or, you could be something less than. But why choose to be less than when you can be more? And that's definitely something that I think is touched on a lot through sports, athletics, the Arnold Classic Fitness Festival. I think that's what sports does. It helps a person become aware of themselves. So we definitely want to promote sports, to our young people. We want to promote exercise to our old people, to young people, to everybody that can hear the call of fitness and wellness and personal development.
And then last question, since Kai has the biggest line in the house. Look at that. We don't want to keep these people waiting. Last question. Since we're at the Arnold Classic, after all, still, what are your predictions for the show? Give us the top 5, please.
Okay, that's funny, because I really, I have friends that are in the show more importantly, I recognize that it's never really set in stone. You know, I don't like when people turn around and try to limit me. You know, and real talk, I don't want to do that to anyone else. I believe that the Arnold Classic lineup this year is really, really awesome. You got some extraordinary athletes, particularly those athletes that are on the cusp of defining themselves as the champions, the next top champions of the coming years. You know, long before, you know, you got a chance to see the giants of our day competing on the Olympia stage. You got a chance to see them here. You know, this, I dare say, you know, has become the Super Bowl of our experience, and I'll go and defend that point anywhere. The lineup this year is very, very, very deep. Despite what some people may say, you know, the 212 class is just really, really this competition that's all over the place. You know, with the exception of the reigning Mr. Olympia of the 202, you have everybody here. You know, I'm very, very excited to see what happens with those athletes that are coming in off or outside of the radar. You know, I mean, we know about the Hidetada Yamagichis, we know about the influences coming over from the Middle East, you know, but one thing you don't know, one thing you don't hear a lot about is South Korea's presence here.
Oh, yeah?
You know, yes, South Korea is being represented very, very, very hard. And I'm very
Kang,
proud.
right?
That's right. Dr. Kang is live and in charge. Now, you know, real talk, because of the nature of this competition, this is his first professional competitive outing, you know, at this level, but this is giving him a really good sense of what is to come, you know. So if I didn't get a chance to step on stage with the likes of Jose Raymond. Tito Raymond's Jose Raymond's brother, but Jose Raymond, who is just a beast, a really densely muscled colossus that doesn't stand up much taller than 5'5". Sorry, but you know, he is a beast. I have a lot of respect for him. I'm seeing him here. This year is going to be, I think, a spectacular thing to see. You've got a number of really awesome athletes. David Henry, who is another guy that's just, you know, one of those poetry in motion kind of physiques. You know, there was a time when he had like the best readable bicep shot, you know, in the business. Yeah. In the business, you know, just another Goliath, you know, that happens to be, you know, not so tall. You know, just a tremendous classy amount of muscle. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen in the 212. The men's open, you know, you're going to have another good show. You know, I mean, everyone will talk about the Lionel Biakis that are coming up in here. You've got
give me a couple names. We got Dallas.
We've got Dallas McCarver coming in here.
We got Lionel.
That's right. Yes. Yes. Which, you know, quiet as kept. This is a very, very interesting show. It's a very interesting setup for a very good show of 2017 Arnold Classic. I don't want to go on record saying just because I think any one of those top 6 guys can do it. You know, I know Cedric McMillan last year did not do the thing that a lot of people hoped he would, but he's come back this year. If he decides to seal the deal, it will be very interesting to see what that looks like on camera. On stage, and I guess we'll get a chance to see that tomorrow. So I'm excited. Yeah. Absolutely.
And there's no Kai Green to beat him.
Well, you know
so, Kai, thanks for the interview.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
I appreciate that.
As always, and good luck for your future. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of Kai Green in the business suit, maybe in the posing suit, if the buck bites you again.
Well, you know what, I appreciate that, and I want to give you a compliment, man, because you have come a long way since back when we were in Prague, on the Prague stage. I know you were depleted, I know you had some other things going on, but right now to see you maturing into this is really, really big. This is really good, man. You belong here.
Awesome, thank you.
You belong here.
Great.
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
All right? Respect.
And see you soon.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you don't know.
Rich Piana, 5% nutrition.
Right on, brother.
How is
We're
it
having
going,
a
my
great
friend?
fucking time. Killing it here. Yeah.
So I'm going to hold
your shoulder blade down with this guy. Okay. And then I'm going to lock in this guy. Feel this? Where do you feel that at? Where do you feel that at?
In my rear delt.
That's the capsule.
Okay.
That's restriction. Okay. So feel how I'm rotating it down here.
Zane and guys switch, please.
Come on now, Dave. Second place check for $10,000 from Optimum Nutrition, Jeff Howe, and that goes to David Henry.
Day 3 is a wrap.